horse, Sand Creek, Sitting Bull, Little Bighorn. Whisper in his ear the trail of tears, Tecumseh, Cochise, Joseph, Jonomic, Geronimo. Let him know when this false face, Red Sambo, with its Uncle Tomahawk grin and Pinocchio lie of a nose, goes, he shall rise up on the wings of eagles, dance to the drumming and dream, not what the white man deems important, the pennant race of Fort Jacobs, the human race, the wilderness of his own imagination, his original face. There are saints in the city moving through the streets through sadness and shadow. A fiery chariot from the sky, only an ordinary beat-up station wagon, earthbound, moving toward the fires along the picket line at Greyhound, with the homeless joining hands with strikers. Keep warm, keep watch, keep it together. Till out of the ordinary, not a miracle of doves bringing peace, but carte blanche comes love's daily bread, as light as a bird in the hand. These are the saints who use the pot that didn't melt to make the soup, to take to the heart of the city. There at Public Square, in the shadow of the tower, amid the rats, the abatements, the greed, they've weathered the cold midnight air. Yes, there are saints in the city, moving through sadness and shadow, to the projects with crayons and food, looking, listening for beauty, for the art of the people, for the poetry of the soul fired up, hungering in poverty for the light of justice. How ironic, Ralph. In the plain dealer's headline, you're labeled a social worker. How often they, along with administrators, police, public officials, hold attitudes that epitomize an insensitivity toward the poor, that dehumanized spirit you sought to overcome. They also call you a friend of the poor. Every day you eat with the poor, sleep with the poor, walk and talk, breathe with the poor. You are the poor, friendly or not. Come out of your coma, Ralph. Speak to us. You know if you could, your first words would forgive your enemies and those who beat you. You'd wish to teach them to fight like Gandhi and King. Ralph, this may not be the right time. We confess, you often bore us with your constant talk about the poor, in jail, in the street, in the projects where you work, where you live. Ralph, come back. Bore us again. And this time, forgive your friends. Abandoned by women, far from the heart under duress, in the deaf deja vu moonlight. After the birth cries, the children spirited away into the thin air of strangers in painted blue skies or caverns of luminous handmade stars. And they will only to return to the road, the theater of the world, for the movement to make heaven and earth. Naked, imprisoned as if in a mirror, hungry, wanting to break through, the dream wounded, bled into the headlines and the evening news. Burning crossroads, broken banjo in the dust, where bodies sit, voices sing, we shall not, till redneck billy clubs swing. Flesh yields, and loose blood flows, head rocks and rolls, stars appear, stars and bars, the long wrong arm of the law, Jim Crow officers, awful Caucasian rage, bird in a cage. Some of us want to know if you were human. Well, hell, I'm thinking, takes one to tell one. Hell is everywhere. Up north, the air fills, chills with swastikas and flying bricks. Nightsticks, that dark forest, moving like a river of pain, like a trial of Job, like a biblical plague, over the drum skin of the ghetto, over the fires on the plain, now keep a sick white crowd at bay. Don't ask who they are wearing these savage masks. Just average is savage. Beaten back, driven from the edge of the crowd, they come back again, vulgar, loud, resilient as rope, full of hope as a lynch mob. And still the nightsticks do their job, keep us marchers on the move through the hostile neighborhood. A lot of frustration, and I imagine to their sorrow, those desperately against us realize they must borrow a page from our demonstrations, cool their rage, move ahead together, and sit peacefully in the street. Oh, sweet Jesus. What a red-letter moment of history, a moral victory, an epiphany. In a crisis, our enemies act just like us, using our own nonviolent tactic to stop us in our tracks. And how do we respond to this rendezvous with irony, to this gift of nonviolence from those who hate us? We wait in silence, as if struck dumb.